Assalamu alaikum dear viewers, welcome back to my channel Apex Learners. So if you are new on my channel, please subscribe and like my videos to get the notification about my new videos that are based on the chemistry. So today we are here to discuss a new topic, that is protein. The topic protein is taken from the chapter number 13 biochemistry from the class 10th. So first of all, let's discuss that what are proteins. Proteins are basically high complicated nitrogenous compounds made up of amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks of proteins. And proteins consist of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen and sulfur. So there are two basic components of proteins, that are nitrogen and the amino acids. First of all, let me introduce the proteins in our daily life. Proteins are present in all living organisms, and they make a bulk of non-bony structure of the animal bodies. Proteins are basically the major component of all cells and tissues of animals, and about 50% of the dry weight of cell is made up of proteins. So the proteins are present or they are found in the muscles, skin, hair, nails, wool and feathers. All these body parts are non-bony, they don't have bones. So proteins are mostly present in the parts where no bone is present. So now let's discuss what are amino acids. Amino acids, as we said that they are building blocks of proteins. Amino acids combine with one another to form the polymers, and these polymers are basically called the proteins. Amino acid consists of amino and carboxyl group. This is the formula of amino acid. This is the carbon hydrogen bond. Here is an R chain which can be any hydrocarbons, methane, ethane, butane, propane and so on. It may vary. So here are two basic groups in the amino acid, that are carboxylic group and the amino group. These two groups are the base of the amino acid. So amino acids are of two types, essential amino acids and the non-essential amino acids. There are basically 20 amino acids discovered in the nature. 10 out of the 20 amino acids can be synthesized by a human body. 10 amino acids can be synthesized by a human body, and these amino acids are called non-essential amino acids. The amino acids that can be synthesized by the body are considered as non-essential amino acids, while the other 10 out of 20 which cannot be synthesized by our body are called the essential amino acids. So these essential amino acids are not present naturally in our body, so we have to take these amino acids from our diet. So we can take the essential amino acids that are required by our body and must be supplied through our diet. Now here is the very important bond which is formed when two or more than two amino acids combine together to make the protein. This bond is called the peptide linkage. How peptide linkage is formed? Here are basically two questions that can be asked in the examination, that how amino acid link together or what type of bonding is created between two amino acids. So here are two amino acids. This is the structure. You can see the formula of the amino acid which we have discussed earlier. This is the R chain, and this is the basic structure formula of the amino acid: R chain, amino group, and the carboxylic group. As we said earlier that this R chain may vary from one amino acid to another. So when two amino acids react together, they perform dehydration. Dehydration means removal of water. So in this reaction, when water molecule is removed and two amino acid combine with each other, they form peptide linkage. How peptide linkage is formed? If hydroxyl group removes from here and one hydrogen atom removes from here. Here are two hydrogen atoms. This hydroxyl group and this hydrogen atom removes when two amino acids combine. They remove in the form of water, and this oxygen atom moves here and form double bond with carbon atom, and this nitrogen and hydrogen make bonding with this carbon atom. So basically when from here water removal or dehydration is done, the bond between nitrogen and carbon is formed. So basically this is called the peptide linkage, from this bond to this bond. This is called the peptide linkage. When water removes from two amino acids, this carbon atom makes bond with this nitrogen atom and form the peptide linkage. This is very important question to be asked in the examination. So let's start about the sources of the protein. From what sources we can get the protein? Meat, mutton, chicken, fish, eggs are great sources to get the protein. And we can also say that enzymes are also protein. Enzymes are basically protein that are produced by the living organism. The function of enzyme is basically to speed up the reaction that happens inside our body. And the meat, mutton, chicken, fish and eggs are the foods that human beings eat to get the essential vitamins or the essential amino acids to form the protoplasm. Proteins are also found in the bones. When bones are heated, they give gelatin. Gelatin is used to make bakery items. And the last one source of protein is pulses and the beans. Plants also synthesize protein like pulses and beans, and these are used as food. So here are the some sources that are considered to be get protein from them, and the uses I have also discussed with you. So this is enough for today. And as I have asked you earlier, if you are new on my channel, so do subscribe and like my videos to get the instant notification about my videos. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.